Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the podcast. This is take two because I looked like an alien last recording, and I had to fix that. So we're starting this over again. We got a number of topics today. First one's going to be a lot pretty crazy. Richard, please state the four topics that we have today.
Yes, the first topic is Hassan Piker gets stopped in China by Chinese police on stream. The second topic is India and Pakistan terrorist attacks. The third topic is Trump sues the BBC. And the fourth topic is U.S. warships pull up to Venezuela.
Perfect. All right, let me pull this up. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have the first topic, which is Hassan Piker has decided to pull up in China recently. This guy, I kid you not, he's always doing something, man. Wait, Richard, do you know about the controversy regarding his dog?
No, I don't.
So basically what he does is he shocks his dog and he forces his dog the dog's name is Kaya, and he forces his dog to stay in one place for like hours on end for his entire stream. And if the dog moves out of frame, he has a shock collar and he shocks his dog.
Oh, I mean, that sounds like animal cruelty,
And
but
like this guy's just like he's something else completely entirely. Like I could you not, this is like one of the most brain dead people I've ever seen. I'm just gonna show the clips. I'm just gonna show the clips. So it says Twitch streamer Hassan Piker rejects patriotism for America in Tiananmen Square live stream. That's why I'm wearing the hat, guys. So he hated America so much that he hates how America has no freedom whatsoever. So he decided to live stream in the middle of Tiananmen Square. If you know, you know, um, where they have tons of freedom. Am I right, Richard?
oh yeah, I see a picture that there's like a whole bunch of surveillance cameras behind him. Do you do that
Oh
too?
boy.
Side?
So it's a Swiss streamer Hassan Piker known as Hassanabi stated during November 10, 2025 live stream from Beijing's Tiananmen Square that he holds no patriotism for America or any nation, advocating a global humanist perspective focused on people over borders. The remark made while holding a Chinese flag after the national ceremony drew widespread criticism on X for perceived disloyalty and calls for deportation. Despite his U.S. citizenship, defenders noted that the viral clips omitted his broader anti-nationalist context, and the stream was also featured a brief security intervention over a Mao Zedong meme. So this is like a 13-second clip of him just saying, "I don't have any patriotism in my heart for America." Let's listen.
For I don't have any sort of patriotism in my heart
for
for
America.
any, yeah, for America, but just in general. I'm not like a very, I care about people.
Dang. So he's gone fully to the dark side, right? And so here's the clip of him showing a Mao Zedong meme, and I could you not, just minutes after this, the police or whatever, yeah, Chinese security police come in and freaking are looking through his phones and crap. This guy says, "Love to see that hypocrisy when performative communism meets real communism. Time to practice what you preach." Hassan and Co. get stopped by Chinese security police while streaming in Tiananmen Square and asked to look through phones. Not asked, basically forced. There is no, um, will you let me look through your phones or not? They will look through your phones.
Roger, you seen this?
Oh yeah.
Look, yeah.
这是什么呀？他录个视频。你是说导游？没有。这是什么？Stop。OK。这是导游啊。他就过来招待一下。
Nope, it went black.
I was holding the camera out, but I didn't do anything yet. good on there.
We're doing secret memes. Be right back. Oh my goodness.
That is not so good. Okay, we'll
On your-
flip it back. Okay,
They're
we're
not
back,
on your
we're
phone,
back,
I think?
We're back. We're back.
We're
What's
just
up,
waiting for
everybody?
Will to get out of the bathroom now,
Yeah.
which I
Basically, the police stopped this man in his tracks and they're like, yo, so like, we can't be having you posting Mao Zedong memes everywhere. I will run for president on the sole platform of firing Hassan Piker from a trebuchet in the Atlantic Ocean. That is based.
for any, yeah, for America, but just in general. I'm not like a very, you know, I care about people. I mean, what makes it interesting for me, at least, is like seeing so many people from all around the country literally travel here just to see this.
that part is insane. Look how
Like,
many.
like I just don't like I'm not. I don't have any sort of patriotism in my heart for
America.
any, yeah, for America, but just in general. I'm not like a very, you know, I care about people.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like it's hard to comprehend.
Yeah.
But I do understand it in some ways, and I kind of wanted to talk to some of the people here because, like, all of the old people that you see around, right? You have to remember, every single person that you see around us, that's like, especially if they've been around, especially if they've been alive since like the 70s or the 60s, they have seen a radical transformation in their lifetimes, unlike any other country, right? So for them, I think there's a lot of pride in that.
Okay, I will give him a benefit of the doubt. That part is true. But yeah, everyone. So we're removing the faces. So this is Hassan Piker, and that's his dog. But they just moved the faces. So Mao Zedong is shocking Hassan Piker on stream. Oh my gosh, the memes, bro. Chinese secretly and violated his privacy and illegally took his phone. Yeah. This is another funny thing that I heard about. So Zoran's campaign ally and DSA poster boy Hassan Piker, while in China, I don't have any patriotism in my heart for America. Can we stop? There was something that happened. Well, let me see if I can pull it up. Is it Hassan with one S or two S? I think it's one. I think he went to the New York City election party, and I think he wasn't let in. Here's the thing with his shock collar, by the way. So like he'll just be spouting a bunch of nonsense, Richard, and he'll just be saying, "I hate this country so much," and then he sees his dog and he just like shocks his dog.
Yeah.
Here, look at this.
I hate this fucking country so much. You can be on a fucking mountain in the middle of Norway and get better internet than Los Angeles, California. And this is just like a moment of anger. This is a moment of fucking anger for like something that is just so routine, so silly, such a first world problem. But it is emblematic of all of America's much more consequential violence. Okay? It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just fucking go, just stop.
He just shocked his dog, Kaya. You'd see
Jesus
his arm moved as soon as...
Christ, what are you doing? You're being such a baby. It's just... You're making her stressed. She just literally is so incredibly spoiled from my mom.
Crazy. Well, that's Hassan Piker, by the way, guys. What's this?
So what happened? Hey, what happened? I thought that 9/11. Hassan.
Yeah, Hassan Piker's just a wild guy. I think he did. I can't remember if he did get led into the Zoran Mamdani thing. Here's more about the Tiananmen Square thing. Hassan responds to the noise surrounding his brief stop with the Chinese police.
The reality of the matter is, okay, like briefly being questioned by a cop outside of Tiananmen Square is, you know, it's a unique moment of stress. It happens, right? But like, what is so insane to me is that, like, I'm a person who has had altercations with American police. I'm a person who's had altercations with police in European capitals. You know, I've interacted with cops all around the world. I've gone to protests. I've been tear gassed. I've been pepper sprayed. I've been, you know, I've been stun grenaded. Like a stun grenade exploded in my head, like near my head, me and March's head, when we were in Los Angeles in my own fucking backyard. And it's so crazy that that brief interaction of you know, a bunch of like one, not even a bunch of, like one young Chinese cop slash soldier, I don't know if he was a cop or if he was a soldier or not, like showing up to be like, what the fuck's on your phone? And like having like a 1 minute altercation has been blown up into this much more significant thing. Like, I've been detained by my own country, man. Like, I've been detained by my own country.
Yeah, we know Hassan. We know. It's like he's always doing something. Like whenever there's like some news, he always manages to find a way to be on like everybody's radar somehow. Like, do you remember when there was those LA protests happening, basically riots?
Yes.
This man decided to pull up and he was like, "Yo guys, free Palestine." And he's literally everywhere. I kid you not. He is everywhere. I Next time there's something big that's probably happening, he's gonna be there. Just like how there was a New York City mayor election, he was there. And by the way, he's the guy that says America deserved 9/11. Yeah. Yeah. I know. Richard, what do you think about that, man? Like,
Jeez.
that's the guy. That's the number one guy. No, maybe not number one, but he's a big supporter of Mamdani. One of Mamdani's top supporters. Speaking of Mamdani, anyways, I know Mamdani. Yeah, who do you know who's the governor of New York?
Kathy Hochul.
What?
Kathy Hochul. She's
How do I spell
Democrat.
how do I spell her last name?
Last name is, I think it's Hochul.
Hothul.
Hochul. Does it show up?
Maybe it's Ho. Wait.
Hochul. I think, yeah.
Yes, there we
There
go.
we
So I was seeing this morning as well. Breaking: supporters of Zoran Mamdani are reportedly developing buyer's remorse after Governor Kathy Hochul will not greenlight his free bus plan or tax the rich. So
Wow.
basically, what's happened is she's like, yeah, no. Zoran Mamdani has all these things he wants to do, and she's like, nah. Basically, shut down his radical communist plans. Let's listen to the video.
I'm from Buffalo. We don't put up with a lot of crap. So I just want to set the stage that, you know, you look at the history of people who've run multi-million-dollar ad campaigns to try and get me to change my position. I don't change my position. So I just want to put it out there. I respect people's opinions. I respect the proper place to convey them. And so I've said to people, I hear you. And that was important. But also, there's a time and place. And so that's all on that. No, I've had conversations on this trip, but many conversations, I'd say over the summer and the fall, that were important, that led to an understanding of what's in the realm of possibility, shared ambitions, but what is doable is the question. And so no, we're aligned on so many of these issues. You know, I've made it clear where I have strong disagreements with issues that really do not pertain to, you know, the governance of New York City. I've said you need to get a police commissioner that people trust, who has a record of accomplishment to keep the recommendation to keep Jessica Tisch was an important statement on many fronts.
So basically, okay, she's just like, she's just going around, but like she secretly, we know what she's trying to say. She's trying to say that she doesn't agree with a lot of Zohran Mamdani's stances and stuff, and she's not gonna follow through with supporting a lot of them.
Interesting. She's also a Democrat, so wow. I mean, there's probably gonna be a lot of infighting within the Democratic Party then.
Yeah. Hold up, my screen is freaking frozen. Hold up. No. Did my screen just... Did my Opera just freaking die? What the heck? Hold up. Okay, there we go. We're free. Okay. That was weird. Okay, well, whatever. Anyways, that's the news. Well, maybe I could show you some more about Hasan Piker before we go on to the next thing. One of the top search terms is Hasan Piker's dog. Hasan Piker's dog when she wants to rock around the room a little.
Christ, what are you doing? You're being such a baby. Christ, what are you...
He cannot be doing this to his dog, bro. There's so many memes about him shocking his dog.
It's horrible.
It's horrible.
You're being such a baby. Christ.
I shouldn't be laughing, but
I can't be laughing. Hasan's dog, after attempting to stretch his legs for 5 minutes instead of remaining a static background prop for his boring ass stream. Hasan Piker's dog after moving 2.5 centimeters. What Hasan Piker's dog sees when it's time for a bath. Oh my goodness.
Oh, this guy's too much.
Holy crap, Hasan Piker recording with his previous dog Fish shows an open wound on the dog's neck where Hasan pronged a collar. This guy should not have a dog.
Oh man.
Poor dog. POV. Hasan Piker when a dog wants to walk around instead of staying in place for 8 hours. For all Hasan Piker / animal abuse defenders out there, here's Hasan dragging his previous dog by the tail.
Motherfucker, come here. Stay. If you run right now, I'll fucking kill you. Like, I'll actually kill you, okay? In front of everyone. Stay.
Stay. If you run right now...
Okay. The slowing it down in his deeper voice just makes it way too much.
Fucking kill you. Like, oh...
Did you hear that? I can't. This is super...
If you run right now, I'll fucking kill you. Like, I'll actually kill you.
Oh my goodness. Oh. I feel so bad for the dog. Hasan Piker's dog. Oh my goodness. And everybody... And the crazy part is about it, Richard, is that he tried to defend himself and say that it's not a shock collar, and he shows the shock collar. He shows the collar, and he has the prongs taped over it, so it does. He literally put like a literal duct tape on the shock prongs. And then people were able to find out the exact model and shock collar that he was using, and it looks exactly identical. Do not underestimate the internet when a dog is getting harmed. But yeah, I feel bad for the dog, man. Anyways, let's well, what's this? Son Piker's dog when it moved just slightly out of frame. I feel so bad for the dog. What Hassan Piker's dog sees after it slightly moved.
We were about The Simpsons,
Oh, The Simpsons is tough being an Arizona fan. Even Hassan Piker's dog doesn't get abused. Oh, this is just about Arizona. I don't care about
Okay.
Arizona. Hassan Piker's dog moves 1 millimeter. Hassan. Yeah. Alright, we freaking Hassan freaking dog, bro. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Wait, Hassan Piker sending the command when his dog's okay. Next topic.
The next topic is India and Pakistan terrorist attacks.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So I got an article here from the New York Times. Pakistan in a state of war after explosion kills 12 in capital. So what happened is, a few hours before this, there was a terrorist attack on in Delhi, which I think is the capital of India, if I'm right. And then just a few hours after that, there was a explosion or terrorist attack in Pakistan, in Pakistan's capital as well. So I'm gonna be real. with you all. I think they're connected. I mean, if it's literally India gets freaking nuked and then freaking Pakistan gets nuked just like 3-4 hours later, they obviously did it to each other, and they're already blaming each other for it. Let me switch it back. So here's a little video of what the blast looks like. Deadly explosion. According, okay. At least 12 people were killed and 27 others wounded on Tuesday in an attack on Pakistan's capital, Islamabad. According to officials, it was the first major attack to hit the city in more than a decade. It comes as Pakistan is facing a resurgence of assaults by several insurgencies. Yada yada yada. I think India and Pakistan are going to war again. Do you remember earlier in the year when India and Pakistan were having a whole smackdown and like were fighting over what was it, Kashmir? And then I think Donald Trump helped resolve it. Oh, I think they're at it again. Let me pull up the Twitter. India and Pakistan. Let's see. Afghans are clear that Pakistan ISI carries out attacks. Yeah, they're already blaming each other for this stuff. Let me see if we got any more recent. Pakistan is bad terrorism, while India is just an explosion. U.S. statements are self-explanatory. Yeah. Our hearts are with those. Yeah. These things happen. And I generally think they're connected. Where's it? No, not that one. This was from earlier this year when they were fighting, but here we go. The United States, much like Pakistan, seems to believe in good terror versus bad terror. Just compare the State Department's statements on the terror attack in India and the explosion in Pakistan. The contrast speaks for itself. Snakes in the backyard will bite them one day. Yeah. Hold up. There's a meme. There's a meme under this. Richard, prepare yourself.
Okay.
Breaking: India is preparing for war against Pakistan. Bro, what is bro looking at? Bro has full view. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is how India prepares for war, guys. This is canon, obviously. Oh my goodness. Freaking, I feel bad for this guy. I mean, all you can see is, yeah. Let's see what else there is. Here's some footage of the blast. I don't know what it is, but India's been on the news a lot lately. Massive bomb blast outside Red Fort in Delhi. Several dead. India on high alert. Yada yada yada. Very big. No, that's from a later time. Keeping the statements. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Is this 7 minutes or 7 months ago? I can't. Pakistan. Oh, I think this might actually be 7 minutes ago. Because I think 7 months would have the MO after it. Yeah, 7 minutes ago. Pakistan initiates troop movements toward the Indian border after bombings in both nations' capitals. Footage from the Lahore motorway reveals heightened military presence, and Islamabad has issued NOTAMs along its eastern border with India. Yeah, look at all those look at this giant military convoy. Wild, man. I think I thoroughly think they're going to war chat. Thoroughly. Oh. No, this one's from 11 hours ago. Okay, so. News claim responsibility. So nobody has claimed responsibility for today's Islamabad attack. Yada yada yada. We're into the point of which involved the attack in India today. He sacrificed more than 20 to protect himself. Yeah. So what I think, India, Pakistan, we're going to war chat. War is back on the menu. Here we go at it again. I think Pakistan is going to steamroll India only because Pakistan has a better military overall. Unless India starts spreading. But does India have nukes?
I think they do.
Yeah, it's the only way India freaking has any leeway over anything is they just threaten nukes. India does not have a good military from what I've heard. Pakistan has a really good military though. Bomb blasts hit the capitals India and Pakistan less than 24 hours apart. Only vested interests benefit from such dirty wars while ordinary people on both sides suffer. What do you think about this, Richard?
Wow, this is horrible. I mean, India and Pakistan had a war back in 1971, and I mean that's when they divide India and Pakistan. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen in this case. I mean, I wonder. If, although I hope the United States doesn't get involved, but hard to say.
Let's hope not. Anyways, let's move on to the next topic. What do we got next?
Next topic is Trump sues the BBC.
Okay. Can you tell me what BBC stands for?
Is it British Broadcasting Corporation? I think.
Are you sure about that? No, never mind. Anyways, let's see. We have Trump stuff from the BBC. It was so here's like some footage of the the BBC edit in the original clip.
We're going to walk down to
This is the BBC edit here that's going on first.
the Capitol, and I'll be there with you. And we fight. We fight like hell. We're going to walk down to the Capitol,
This is
and
the
we're going to
original.
cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women. We're going to walk down.
And just after that, he says we're going to peacefully protest.
Wow.
You see what I mean? So, Trump's lawyers have given the BBC this is from Tommy Robinson, which is shout out to the homie. Have given the BBC a deadline of 10 p.m. on Friday to comply with its demands or face being sued for 1 billion euros. The letter ends with, "The BBC is on notice. Finish the BBC off at real Donald Trump." Let me see. BBC is on notice, yeah. The BBC got caught fabricating a narrative by editing Trump's January 6th speech to make it look like he directly called for violence. That isn't journalism, that is manipulation. And it's morally bankrupt. They need to be held accountable. Yeah, like... This is just the same clip. Just somebody's pointing to it like that. Like, okay, I'm not gonna watch. Holy crap, BBC edited Trump's quotes on January 6th to make it look like he was calling for an insurrection. Sue them to the ground. It's actually insane. I think what Trump needs to do, he needs to sue them to the utmost limits of the law so that everybody else that tries and does that same sort of thing, they know what's up. They know what's going to happen. Sets an example. I agree with every word here from President Trump. The BBC has internationally embarrassed Britain. And you gotta know, BBC isn't some private journalist company. They are literally funded by the UK. They're funded by Britain. That's why they call it British.
The British Broadcasting Channel.
British Broadcasting Channel, yes. Or, yeah. Or British Broadcasting, yeah, channel. I think it's channel. They are literally funded by Britain, and they're making crap up. So here's Donald Trump's tweet on, I think, well, not tweet, but post on Truth Social. The top people in the BBC, including Tim Davie, the boss, are all quitting/fired because they were caught doctoring my very good. Perfect. Well, I gotta say this in like a Trump voice, cause like I have to. Whenever Donald Trump puts out a post, especially on Truth Social, you gotta put it in his voice. So let me do this. The top people in the BBC, including Tim Davie, the boss, are all quitting/fired because they were caught doctoring my very good, perfect speech of January 6th. Thank you to the Telegraph for exposing these corrupt journalists. These are very dishonest people who tried to step on the scales of a presidential election. On top of everything else, they are from a foreign country, one that many consider our #1 ally. What a terrible day. What a terrible thing for democracy. I swear, every time you read something from Donald Trump, you gotta read it. You have to read it in his voice. Then you can understand, because he puts out these posts in his voice, quite literally. Like when he says, "My very good," and then he puts parentheses, "perfect." You know that's him talking. I say Donald Trump should sue BBC. Yep. Yeah, they gotta sue him. They gotta sue them. What else do we got here? Yeah. It just keeps going on. Everybody's talking about it. I think even BBC even put out a statement about it. Let's see. They might have? Let's see. BBC. Where are they at? I'm gonna have to check stuff from like a few days ago. I'm just gonna have to keep scrolling for a while. Like here it is. Here it is. BBC turmoil. So BBC is posting about them. It's like they're like whoever's posting this doesn't it's like almost as though the person that's posting this doesn't realize that they're BBC. So BBC News says BBC turmoil faces MPs scrutiny as Trump threat looms. It's as though they're like not part of this at all. Anything else? No, I don't think I'm missing anything. I don't think so. Unless, yeah, no. Nothing else. Okay. Do you have anything to say about the suing?
Yeah, I mean, it's a shame that BBC would do such a thing. I mean, they're supposed to be, I would assume, politically neutral, but obviously they're
supposed
against
to be.
Trump. Yeah, I mean, this British taxpayer money that went to this. So, yeah, I mean,
think about it this way: would you be pissed off if the news company that you pay for with your taxes was manipulating propaganda in a way you didn't like?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
I
would not want that.
It's total BS, man. Yeah, and I'm taking off the hat, guys, by the way, because my hair just can't freaking take that hat anymore. Oh.
No longer a communist?
The hair was, it's just a very furry hat, you know what I'm saying? It provides me too much warmth for my head when I have my hair to provide it for me. All right, what's the next topic? I think we're on the last one. This is probably going to be a short. Yeah, this is a short podcast today.
Yes, U.S. warships pull up to Venezuela.
Okay, let's do a chat. Venezuela, U.S. So we have some news here. The Gerald Ford aircraft carrier strike group has been moved into the Latin America region, U.S. officials say. 8 U.S. warships, a nuclear submarine, and an F-35 aircraft carrier were already in the Caribbean. The U.S. military buildup comes amid deep tensions with Venezuela. This is wild. The U.S., I think, might just actually show Venezuela what's up. What's this? Training. U.S. Navy SEALs versus Venezuelan Bolivarian militias. So you have Navy SEALs doing this harsh training. What's this? Oh, he's holding it. Chad, is this real?
I mean, it's probably an exaggeration.
I think it's an exaggeration. What the heck? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yo, this is the Venezuela. Can we confirm this? Is this the Venezuelan military? Bro only had to crawl like 10 feet with a rifle.
Went through what he couldn't.
And he was hitting all the strings too. He was hitting every single one of them, and he had the rifle in his hand. And when he finally got out, bro was out of breath. Oh my goodness. I think we're winning this war, chat. I don't know about you, Richard. I don't know.
The only thing is that I think Russia is aligned with Venezuela, so I don't know maybe
Oh yeah,
if they
Russia
I
doesn't like this because I think Venezuela, I think they're one of the highest, hold the most, like the highest amount of crude oil in the world. I'm pretty sure. Here, let
I
me
think it's
see. And of course, you see that, and then we see the freaking Navy SEALs.
It's the same old theme.
Oh, I don't like that music. Freaking might be copyrighted. Like, look at this. Oh, come, stop showing me the music. All right, and then you see this. Bro can't even get up. Oh my goodness. All right.
we watched it again. It's so funny.
It's still funny, man. Let's see. Trump's problem with Venezuela is simple oil. With U.S. shale production peaking, a new source of oil has to be found. Coincidentally, Venezuela has the largest proven reserves in the world, right in America's backyard. A gift from nature, while the U.S. is a net exporter of oil. Yada, yada, yada. U.S. spreading democracy. Row, row, row your boat down the street merrily, merrily, merrily. If you know, you know what. If you know, you know. So, okay. So the context for this is what's been happening is Donald Trump and like the Department of War with like Pete Hegseth. They've been sending these videos of like just people like in these boats, and they have like drugs in them, and then it just booms, and then just like you just out of nowhere. Like, they're, like, freaking like this. They're like, row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. And then, boom! They get bombed by an American fighter plane. It's great. In fact, let me pull it up. Did you know what I'm talking about, Richard?
Wait, didn't this happen before? Or oh no, it wasn't in Venezuela. Wasn't it somewhere in the Caribbean that the U.S. was trying to seize like drug, and I think they bombed the ship. I don't know if they bombed the right ship still.
Yeah, look, this is one of those clips right here.
Okay.
Look carefully. Imagine you're just on your merry way to import drugs to the United States. And then 3, 2, 1. I don't think they survived that one. I don't think they survived that one.
You know, it doesn't look like a video game. It doesn't even look like real life.
Like I genuinely think that at some point, I think at some point, the U.S. military is just gonna have these Gen Alpha iPad kids, and they're just gonna be like doing this from their iPad. Like, look at this. This is the U.S. Coast Guard blowing up a boat. Here's another one. This is from a while ago, from beginning of September. Just imagine, and this is, yeah, no, this is Donald Trump posting this on Truth Social. And you can see the what's it called? The crosshair on here as well. You can see the guys in there. You can see the guys in there. And they're about to bomb the crap out of him. Watch. Boom. Absolutely bombed. And you're telling me that somebody could probably just do this from an iPad? This is crazy.
No, that's wild.
It is wild. Anyways, yeah, that's what this meme is referring to.
What's Tulsi Gabbard saying?
Tulsi Gabbard used to sing a very different tune about Venezuela. U.S. should not be in the business of interfering with Venezuela and picking who should lead the country. So I'm guessing this is
of
her stance
military
from before.
intervention and regime change around the world, which has brought suffering to millions of people. It's bankrupted our country, dishonored our troops, and it's under military conflict, this time in Venezuela.
So I'm guessing, so she's basically saying the U.S. should not be involved with changing the regime in Venezuela from before, and now she changed her mind. What's this? Commander of U.S. Southern Command explained a while ago that Venezuela is part of a very resource-rich region. And you know what that resource is, right, Richard?
Oil.
Oil. Whenever there's oil, we gotta pull up. U.S. has gotta pull up.
Amazing part is, don't we have a lot of oil in like Alaska and like the Keystone Pipeline?
You can never have enough, Richard. You can never have enough. Why do you think we spent 20 years in the Middle East? Heck, even
Oil.
more than that. Even more than that. We love oil. We love oil. Oil reserves by country. Yeah, here's the statistics. Number 1, Venezuela. They hold 18% of the world's oil reserves.
Wow.
That's going to be ours. They hold more than Saudi Arabia. That's a lot.
Wow, yeah.
Holy crap. I can see you can start to get the reason, you can start to get why Russia doesn't like this. Because if we freaking take out Venezuela and we regime change the government, we could take all this reserve oil and bring it to the United States. And we'll be freaking prosperous and freaking rich. We'll be able to fund a lot of crap. Hold on. I want to do some math here. How much, I want to do, how much is 1 barrel of oil?
It's about the cost of how many gallons are
In USD.
okay. $65 a barrel.
63,
right.
6, all right, so like, so did you say 65?
Yeah, 63. I saw 65. Yeah.
All right, we'll round to 64. All right.
Okay.
So now let's pull up the calc. Right. And they have millions. Yeah, millions. 299 billion. So we're just gonna round that. Yeah, we'll just say 299 billion. There's more than that, obviously. 1, 2, 3. No, wait, no. Whoops. 299 000 000 000 000. So hundreds, thousands, millions, billions. Okay. And we times that by 64. This is how much money the US will have.
So that would be 1.9 trillion? No. It could be 1 point. No, yeah, is it 1.9 trillion? I think that's, or is it more than that? It's 13.
What is one?
There's a 19 trillion. It could be 19 trillion. Nineteen
Okay.
trillion. 18.1 trillion. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like half the national debt.
Donald Trump could theoretically half the national debt in one play.
Wow. Okay. I mean,
Theoretically.
yeah.
Hold on. What's the national? Let's pull up the national debt.
I think it's 37 trillion or 38 trillion of the USA.
We're gonna look at this, chat. How do I close this? I did
What
not
is
want to download that. Okay. What the heck is the close button? Oh, here. I'll delete that
what?
later. 38 trillion.
Okay.
Yeah, that's roughly
Half.
half. That's half. Yeah. Wow. That is a lot.
That's
That is a
yeah.
lot. That would be insane progress. I think Donald Trump got. I think we need to invade. I think we need to invade Venezuela now.
I guess
I think we need to take out Venezuela. I think the oil is there. I mean, look at these statistics. This explains a lot. I mean, think about it this way. We have Venezuela. We want to take them out, right? There's been a lot of pressure with wanting to take them out. We have Canada here. We've been wanting to annex them and bring them as the 51st state of the United States. We have Iran and Iraq where we've fought wars with them. Kuwait, I think we might have. I can't remember. Russia is Russia. And then we have Nigeria, which is also what's it called? They have the Christian genocide going on. We have interests in all of these countries. This explains a lot. If we have an interest in a country, 9 out of 10 times it's because they have oil. So wait, let's do the math on this one. So we have the 37 billion?
Of debt, it's 38 trillion.
No. I'm talking about Nigeria. They have 37 billion in oil. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And we times that by 64. Okay, so that's 2.3 trillion. That's another 2.3 trillion. Boom. Wow. The US is going and you know what I think Donald Trump's been wanting to do recently? I think these tariffs he's wanting to bring back cuz before 1930 the US relied a lot on tariffs to fund the nation. There wasn't as much taxes back then. Now, he's wanting to bring that back where we make a lot of money off of tariffs. And that he wants to use the tariffs, what I think, to use the tariffs to lower the national debt. If the U.S. were to launch a military attack on the cartel that sends in Venezuela, it might consider the following targets: military bases, cocaine laboratories, landing strips. Generally, I think after seeing that, doing the math, and the amount of oil Venezuela has, they have the #1 most reserves in the world for oil. I think I want us to go into Venezuela even more now. I genuinely think so. So yeah. Well, what do you think? Would you want us to go into Venezuela?
I mean, it's interesting. I think Guyana and Venezuela were fighting over some territory. If we were to go into Venezuela, it would be good to have some allies in the area to help, because they would know the area a lot better. But the only thing is, like, Venezuela has Russia as an ally. I mean, I know Russia isn't a big superpower anymore, but they're still a fairly powerful country. So it wouldn't be super easy to take them out. But and it's hard to know which side China will be on, or if they even want to get involved at all, because China a lot of trade with Latin America. So it would be interesting to see, I guess, what happens if there were to be such a thing of invading Venezuela. But um, I guess we'll have to see. I mean,
Yeah.
and plus, I'm sure even within Venezuela, I mean, some people don't like the government too. So last election, it was a very close vote. I mean, who knows if the election was rigged or not? But because a lot of people left Venezuela, but I guess it's hard to tell if Maduro legitimately or if it was rigged or not. It'd be very hard to tell.
Yeah. So I think Donald Trump's got the big picture in mind. I mean, if he annexes Canada and makes them the 51st state, like we were talking about at the beginning of the year, you remember that? If we did that, we regime change Venezuela. We help Nigeria. That is, I think that's, obviously we need I think that's almost enough to get rid of the national debt almost entirely.
I mean, the U.S. is allies with Saudi Arabia and Kuwait.
Yeah.
So I don't know what else are going on, but
I think that's almost enough to get rid of the national debt, and we would have tariffs helping out decrease the national debt, and we could just keep cutting expenditure. It would mostly require the U.S. to at least shut down for at least a few years.
the thing is, if the government's still shut down, I mean, wouldn't it eventually maybe go into the midterms as far as maybe change the outcome? I mean, it's hard to say if the
Yeah,
voters
because
would.
it really depends on whether the Republicans can keep control of the government by that time.
Mhm.
Mostly the Senate. Senate's the most important one.
Mhm.
Because the Senate is where the budget bill comes through from.
Mhm.
So it's solely dependent on that. But I think it's totally doable now, as opposed to let's say a year or two ago when we were looking at the national debt, we're like, yeah, we're never gonna get out of this. We're cooked. Now we're looking at it and we're like, I think it's doable. I think it is fully doable. Now, the big question people ask all the time is all the countries in the world are in debt, but who is everybody in debt to?
Thanks to America,
You get what I mean?
the U.S. still the world. Yeah.
I think there's everybody's in debt to each other, and nobody's just canceled out debts. So if you're in debt to me, and I'm in debt to you, it should cancel out, but we don't cancel it out. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think with Japan, we have that situation, or possibly even China.
Yeah.
I heard, I don't know if I'm not quite sure.
Anyways, I think that's all the topics we have. You have anything else? Do we have anything else to say about the whole? Before we do anything, let's go onto the homepage here on Twitter, and let's see if there's anything happening.
What's this?
A Muslim asked a Christian man about the Crusades in the Middle Ages. Before the Crusades, Islam had invaded the Christian lands of Syria, Jordan, Egypt, Algeria, Libya, Morocco, Spain, Portugal, Turkey, trying to conquer Europe. Another Muslim asked about the European slave trade. The Islamic slave trade had existed for centuries before the European slave trade, from both Africa and Europe, and it never really ended. Your Prophet Muhammad was a slave trader. That is true. What else do we... Oh, okay, we got some video games from PlayStation. I don't know what this is. Actually, I remember seeing something earlier today. that I will touch on a little bit. Bernie Sanders was on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Really?
Oh, here's a compilation of Bernie Sanders not knowing the answer to anything. Here we go.
Have you prepared for this?
I am well prepared.
What are your thoughts on this?
There ain't no easy answers. Let me
Right,
throw
okay.
that out to you. I don't have a magical solution. I wish I did. I don't. I don't know the answer to your question. Admittedly, it is complicated. I don't have the magic answer. Okay, I don't have the answer to that question.
That's the problem.
What does it mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? So, and again, please, these are complicated issues. I surely don't have all the answers. What was they saying? You know, right now, where is it? Jesus, I think. Don't quote me on this. Maybe in Norway.
So.
All right, I'm gonna plead ignorance. See, again, I'm trying to think here, and I wish I had better answers for you. I mean, it's a great question. I don't have the easy answer to it. No, I don't know. Yeah, who knows? I cannot tell you. But the answer is yes and no. But
would you agree with that?
I don't have those details. I don't know that I agree with.
And it's still going.
Your analysis of it. I don't know. No, I can't. It was a.
I
I honestly don't remember. Hate is based on ignorance.
And it just ends off with hate is based off ignorance. Wait, hold up. Can we just go back to like where he started? And he's like, "Don't worry, I'm very prepared for this."
Have you prepared for this?
I am well prepared.
What are your thoughts on this?
It ain't no easy.
I'm very prepared for this. Bro was not prepared for this. This clip's wild. Joe Rogan confronts Bernie Sanders about 60 minutes editing out. Well, wait, no. I don't care about this one. That one's too long. Joe Rogan calls out Bernie Sanders after he says some people think climate change is a hoax. I think the last 10 years have been the warmest on the record. All right, this one's like a minute 15. Let's see what
It's
this one
amazing to
is.
watch all these left-wing people suddenly. Bernie Sanders making a post about how Donald Trump is trying to silence independent media was the wildest fucking gas.
Oh, this was February 10th. Oh. Let's get some more Bernie Sanders up in here. This is 4 minutes, 50 seconds. So I need something short.
Freaking out. That is amazing too. It's really amazing. It's amazing to watch. It's amazing to watch all these left-wing people suddenly. Bernie Sanders making a post about how Donald Trump is trying to silence independent media was the wildest fucking gaslighting I think I've ever seen from a politician. Independent media? You mean fucking CBS? You mean CBS that edited that Kamala Harris interview to make it look like she had a really good point?
100%. And then I don't know if you caught.
I wanted Bernie Sanders. Joe Rogan School Bernie Sanders on the climate change. Yeah. Oh, that's 6 minutes 20 seconds. I don't know if I want to watch that. Is there anything else with Bernie Sanders? Because I know there was a lot more. Did Bernie end the interview on Rogan early?
It was crap. It was. But all I would say is.
So you don't think that lawsuits against that are valid?
I don't think that it is appropriate for the President of the United States to be, in my view, intimidating media. Again,
Okay,
I get attacked. I'll be attacked tomorrow for probably things I've said on the show. I'll get attacked. Then, if I want to respond, I respond. I have a, not a president's bullet. I have a bullet. I say, you see.
Okay, there we go. Bernie Sanders is basically saying here, he doesn't believe the president. Basically, President Trump should be able to sue the media.
Nothing on Fox.
Be altering a presidential
If that is
candidate's
the case,
interview.
I agree to. I mean, I don't know enough about it, so I'm not going to say what is.
Oh my, Bernie, you don't know much about anything, Bernie. Come on.
All I know is that 60 Minutes is a well-respected.
Bernie, my man. Oh yeah, here's a clip that I was wanting to look at, and then I'm probably end the podcast here. So Sanders is saying, Elon Musk spent $270 million to elect Trump as president. I think that's absurd that any one person can do that. And then Joe Rogan is like, what's the most someone donated towards the Harris campaign? They spent $1.5 billion in just a couple of months.
How terrible Bernie Sanders is,
right?
And you can buy that election, right? That's your constitutional right. I think that's probably the worst decision that the Supreme Court has ever made. So what is the result of that decision? The result of that decision, let's take us to where we are today, is that Elon Musk, and I know Elon was on your show, and he's here in Austin, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. And we could talk about Elon, but he spent $270 million to elect Trump as president. Okay. I think that's absurd that any one person.
What's the most someone donated towards the Harris campaign?
They spent a lot of money on Harris as
well. They spent $1.5 billion just
combined.
over the course of a.
Bernie, they got you good. They got you good, Bernie.
Couple of months.
You got it. All right, let me talk about it. So
Yeah,
I'm not here
let's
just to
talk
say
about
it's
that.
a Republican. That's my point here.
Right.
Okay. So Musk spends that money, and what's his reward? He becomes the most powerful person in government for 3 or 4 months. Okay, fine. How terrible Bernie Sanders is,
right?
And you can buy that.
The clip ended there, but Bernie, I think
One of the
Bernie
things-
Sanders did not cook with this interview. What do you think about this, Richard?
I mean, based on what I'm seeing, I don't think he had a great interview. I mean,
Poor guy.
no, based on the clips, you can cherry pick the clips, but yeah, I guess he had a so-so day, I guess. Well, do you know when this clip was? Interview was it like very recently?
I
or
think it was
just
yesterday.
that- Yesterday? Wow. Okay, recently.
Yeah. At least I think it was yesterday. No. No, it was not. Never mind. This was a while ago, June 24th. It's just people are clipping it. People have been clipping it recently, I think. But yeah. Absolutely wild. Poor Bernie. Poor Bernie. Oh well, anyways, I think that should end the pod. We should probably end the podcast now because I got stuff to do and you got stuff to do, I think. So, Richard, do you have anything else to say?
About any of the articles or about my life or about.
Okay, we're gonna end the podcast here, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys are having had a good Veterans Day because it's Veterans Day for us, and this will be out tomorrow on Wednesday. So yeah, well, I hope you guys had a good Veterans Day. This has been it. Richard, say goodbye.
All right, goodbye, everybody.
He's like, "Hi, goodbye, everybody. Bye." Okay. Bye, chat. It's been fun.